Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Darnold on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And Darnold, he lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's pretty good success. And we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
On 1st down, Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Runs over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Carr now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Again, it's Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
A lot of ground to cover. Second and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
4 yards remain for second down. Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Able to push his way through. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set him back 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing his car on third down. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Carr going to go on 4th down. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the run with Jacobs on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped well behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find Bateman once more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Running it with Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On On first down, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Armstrong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now Carr, got to have this one. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.